Benoit YOU, welcome to our studio. How is life with ASEC Mimosas here in Gothenburg?
Well, first of all, Gothenburg is a fantastic city. We are very happy to be here. The sun is here. Thousands of young boys and girls playing football. I think I don't need any more. Everything is perfect.
And just to put ASEC Mimosas on the map, you are from Abidjan in Ivory Coast, and the whole club, it's not just an academy, it's one of the biggest clubs, not just in the country, in whole western part of Africa, right?
You know everything about ASEC? Yes. Well, I'm French, but I'm based in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan, the capital of the country. And for sure, ASEC is first of all is a football club, like Beko Eken, EFK, that's first a football club. We won the African Champions League in '98. We won different competition in Africa. We won 29 times the title of champion in the country. So first of all, we have the biggest club in Ivory Coast and in West Africa. But 30 years ago, we created the first academy in Africa. And with the success, maybe we'll talk about what we did.
And how did you, because you just mentioned you were French, how did you end up in the academy and working with this club?
Well, well, that's a story. You know, you don't know how you arrive in a country, but it's not my personal story. But well, I arrived in Ivory Coast in 2002, so now 23 years ago. So well, it's really a fantastic country with fantastic people, and the club is also a very good club with good facilities and very good people working in.
What do you say about, we obviously have seen that you are very good at bringing here talented players, but how do you work with education, swimming, all of the rest of that you need to form not only good football players, but good people?
Thank you very much for the question. I think it's a very good question, because we really believe that okay, to develop good football players, we really believe that we need to develop good people. Yeah. That's why for sure the boys spend more times at school than on the pitch. Yeah. But the school is in the training center. So for sure, as you mentioned, they train like 3 hours per day, so which is a lot. Yeah. But also they go to school, and also we have a swimming lesson, theater. Different activities, because we believe that more activity they have to understand better what is life, to understand, because in our opinion we not only develop a football player, we develop a human being, and that's why
we saw some footage from the academy where you had like a board of a schedule every minute, and they are waking up very early. Yeah. I guess it's because of the heat, and then it's very strict, and just phone time for about an hour. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. They wake up at 5:30, around 5:30. Yeah, because of the heat. So we start training at 6:10, doing more than 2 hours until 8:30. Okay. And after they have the breakfast, they go to school. And in the afternoon, they also train at 4 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, we believe that it's very important to be strict, because the player, we train them to go to European clubs, and it's very important for an African boy, because they are coming from, well, poor families, most of them, so they need to get good education. I don't mean that they don't have good education where they are, but it's different life, you know, when they go to Europe. That's why we don't have any problem when a player goes to Europe for trials or for in a club. It's always good. The adaptation is very good.
But is that the only aim you have, like that you take the players and you want to make them obviously pros, but in Europe, because you're a football club as well, do the club have ambition to play the African Champions League, to have players in the first team? Because not all the players need to go to Europe.
Yeah, that's a good question. But you know, when you are a club who develop players, and the business model in Ivory Coast is not so easy. Yeah. So for sure, all the boys want to go to Europe. Yeah. That's for sure. For sure, some players stay in the club to play with the first team. But you know, more than 60% of our revenue are coming from transfers. Yeah. So for sure, we train them to play with the first team. Some are playing with the first team. Yeah. But when they are 18, if they are good, they go to Europe, because we are not able to keep them in the club.
All right.
And what about this team? We're gonna look at some goals from yesterday. You beat the team from Ghana, Cedar Stars.
Yes.
What do you say about your team's performance here in Puma Trophy this year?
Well, you know, I think it's the fifth times we participate to the Gothia Cup. We never been to the final. I'm not sure that this team is the best team we had. I think in the past. I think that in the past we had better teams with players like Konate Karim, who now play for Red Bull Salzburg, with Diakité Ouma, Traoré Beni, who played for Eken. So I think we had better team, but we never been to the final.
No.
So today we are in the final, very happy. But I don't know what will be the score. I hope, first of all, I hope we'll have a good game for everybody here, and because I really believe that we must show the best of Africa, the best of Ivory Coast, and with a good behavior on the pitch. And if we win, that will be the best.
I think you were better even last year, like not compared to this team, but I think you should have won last year because you were very unlucky in the semi-final. We've seen some very good talents. I like Zoumana Kane or Kane. Who do you think stands out in this team?
Sorry, again.
Who do you think stands out in this year's team? I have some favorites, but I want to see if they match yours.
Well, I will first say that the most important is the team. So with only one player, we'll never win. But for sure, Kane, number 18 is good. Number 10, Bamba, number 9, who is a young boy, born 2010. Bema Doumbia. So yeah, no, we have some good players.
We've seen here two Ivorian girls, Safi and Grace. They play for a Ghana academy. Does that hurt you a bit? How do you avoid that to happen in the future?
It doesn't hurt me, but we started with the women first division women team 3 years ago.
Okay.
So we were champions this year for the first time.
Congratulations.
So that's good. That's the first step. And well, what Right to Dream did with Safi, I think it's fantastic. Really, I really appreciate what they did.
But do you have girls in the academy, or
no,
do you
at
just
the moment,
have a
no.
senior team?
At the moment, no. But that's a project to create an academy for girls. Yeah.
If we go to today's game, you play Beyond Limits. They only conceded one goal so far. No goals in the open play. What elements? What are the tactics for the final?
Well,
what have you talked about?
The tactic for today?
Yeah, what are you going to do to win?
I don't know. I didn't talk to the coach. I let him do his job. But well, I think we try to play, always to play football, to play good football, and that's what we teach to the boys every day. So I hope we will play good football.
Yeah. I'm a bit interested still in the women's team and the model. Do you see a potential for you to not make the same amount of money as on the men's side, which is of course far away, but do you see an interest for players from Ivory Coast even on the women's side, and do you think you have the possibility to become one of the top teams in the world? I'm saying as a nation, because we can see the skills that your players have, the academy knows what to do.
I agree. At the moment, in Ivory Coast, there is no academy for girls.
Yeah.
Just an academy creates a department for girls.
Okay.
I really believe that we must do that.
Yeah.
We will move. We are creating a new training center, and I really hope that in 2 or 3 years we will create an academy for girls, because I think it's very important for the country, for Ivory Coast, and for these girls, because we were champion, but the girls didn't train when they were 12, 13, 14. They have some talents, but I think we must give them more, for sure.
You told us earlier about the African Champions League trophy you won in the 90s, and we all remember the generation with Yaya and Kolo Touré, of course. What do you say about the future generation from Ivory Coast, not just from your academy? What do you think?
Well, Ivory Coast were African champion last year, so I think there are a lot of good players in Ivory Coast. Not only train in Ivory Coast, but also train in France or in Europe, because they have the double nationality. So, well, I think there are a lot of talents. What we must do, I think we must improve. All the clubs in Ivory Coast is to improve the development of players. We have only maybe 3, 4 good academies. If there were 15 or 20, I think it will be even better.
Who is the biggest inspiration, who's the biggest idol when it comes to players in Europe now for the younger players in Ivory Coast? Who would you say?
That's a good question. Well, I think the same all over the world, like Mbappé or...
Okay,
I think so. Well, that's French country, but maybe
Lamine Yamal?
Certainly, yeah, for sure. Because
but from your academy, is there someone?
Yeah, I think Lamine Yamal is coming, but he's just coming now. That's, I'm sure they appreciated him.
Like Bazumana Touré, of course, he came here and now we went here.
I hope he will be the next idol.
Yeah, you see. So I think that's funny because the kids, they have close inspirations, but they will always look at the bigger ones as well.
Do you think it's just going to be even more the connection between ASEC Mimosas and Swedish clubs, because we've seen it in the past few years?
Yeah, well, we have a very good connection with clubs like Hammarby, BK and EFK, and more clubs. So for me, it's a very good strategy because that's a very nice country, very nice people, and our player when they're 18, they immediately play with most of them with the first team. So for the development, that's fantastic. And after, well, like Malik Yalkwe, he played I think 11 games. Bazumana played maybe 15 games. So it's maybe not enough, but all the European clubs saw them. So I think you will get more and more Ivorian players coming from ASEC in the Swedish league.
I'm interested in knowing, like, does the business work better if you sell them to Häcken and then Häcken sells it and you have a sell-on clause, or are you looking at selling soon directly to Premier League?
Well, we sell them to Häcken. We have a selling clause for sure. I think that's perfect.
Okay.
But what is interesting that the other player, like the top scorer of the league now, Diabate Ibrahim, is coming also from our academy. It's 5 or 6 years ago. We had another pathway, but he's not coming from here. So let's see.
Thank you.
Thank you, Benoit.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck in the final.